fly. 'Cause he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust your cape.
Well, good evening, everyone who's tuned in tonight for another live broadcast from the Duncan Showroom. Yes, yes, yes. We are the FM stations, the new style of FM radio as I grew up. This is where you get to find out who the great Canadian talents are, the ones that come through our town and get a chance to broadcast live. And when I say broadcast live, remember that this is archived as well on YouTube. So once the show's over, you can let all your friends know what a good time you had, how great the performer is that you saw, and that maybe other people should see him whenever that person shows up in their town. Because one of the things that we're fed on most of our radio stations is, well, Aerosmith. They were good when I was a kid. And yet I have young kids coming up going, hey, Aerosmith, what a great band. And I go, like, come on. Or else they come up with, hip-hop, which is okay. But there's a whole genre out there, specifically in the folk genre, which the storytellers of the world, the troubadours. And you know what? Since COVID, that whole audience has sort of backed off a little bit. It wasn't the biggest audience in the world for folk music, although anyone who went got the gratification and the satisfaction they were searching for. And sometimes, and almost always, I should say, were surprised by some of the things they got to witness. And tonight you're going to be the same thing with Charlie Acort's here. But one of the things, when we were just out in the back room, the green room, and I was showing him something. And I forgot I had this, but it's got to make you wonder with all this trade stuff going on. I got it's not a buster, it's a seed separator. When I was growing up, the marijuana that we got from Mexico all had seeds in it, and it was mostly leaf, and you would have to get the seeds out, and there was all sorts of neat tricks, and we thought we were real cool about how we got the seeds out. Never, for a whole time, realizing that it was the goddamn flower that's what we were supposed to be smoking, not the leaf. God, those Mexicans had us took for a long time. Paid good dollar, too. But anyway, this is our sort of reminder of how trade wars change over the years. It's kind of neat. What they trade and how they trade. I'll put that up there so it doesn't fall off. Just received my award recently for the King Charles III. Thank you very much. The Coronation Medal. That was kind of cool. But just to let you know that after I received it, I took a step forward, and Dr. Ted and 10 other people were witnesses. I pulled this out of my pocket of my suit and then started congratulating the Academy and God and everybody else, saying that, and then realized it was the wrong awards. So I put that away. Anyway, it was fun. Got to bring levity to whatever you do. And even though he's a serious songwriter, there's some levity in this man's music. He has a poignant way of looking at life and just letting you know how it works. And damn, he's a great guitar player. And you know, Matt, almost everyone from the East Coast knows how to play. And the ones that stay at home are like superb. And the ones they let loose out to go touring the country are more than superb. And this is one of them. His name's Charlie Acort. So all those people that are out there landing, hey, and there's some people in the audience tonight too to feed off. That's cool. Turn people on to this guy if you would. He's going to be on the island for a bit. Find out where he's playing. Wherever he's playing in Canada, over the United States, or Europe, or wherever he goes. Australia even. Giving it up for him. Charlie Acort. Let's get him to the stage, please.
Thanks, guys. Braving the elements and coming to the show tonight. I was backstage there with John, and he was showing me that seed separator, and I thought, just being the wholesome, naive guy that I am, I thought he was just showing me. I just thought people back in the day just ate really small salads. It was just really tiny lettuce. Thank you very much. Right on. Appreciate that. That's a tune called El Fuego. That's on a record I recorded a couple of years ago with Susie Vinnick and Lloyd Spiegold. We did an acoustic album. And while we were all stuck in isolation, Susie in Ontario, I live in Nova Scotia, and Lloyd lives in Australia. And we each recorded parts, and so it kind of sounds dirty when you say it. We recorded our parts in private and then sent them to one another. And then said, here, you play with my parts for a little bit. And somehow a record came out of it. And that tune is on that. That's an original song called El Fuego. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys. Very happy to be here. It's been many, many, many years. The last time I played at the showroom was at the original spot. And just really lovely that John would have me back, that the Charlie Acorn embargo got lifted after. No, there was no embargo. There was no embargo. But really lovely to be here. It's been on my wish list for a long time to be able to come back, so this is lovely. I'm going to sing a bunch of tunes that I have a new record that I just put out not that long ago, back in October, a new record called San Palorino. And I'm going to sing a tune off of that now. And for me, the way I sort of see it, everyone has a bit of an origin story, you know. We all have our humble beginnings. And I grew up in Truro, Nova Scotia, and was infatuated with the big lights of Halifax, which, you know, is actually not that big of a city now. But, you know, as a kid growing up, it's the second best thing to New York City. And so I knew I wanted to get my start there. And the way I did it, there was a lot of open mics. Halifax was great for open mics in the early 2000s. And you could go and you could kind of bust your chops that way. And there's this place in Halifax that's sort of renowned for where you kind of end your night after you've been out making questionable drinking choices. And it's called Pizza Corner. And now Pizza Corner is, the unique thing about Pizza Corner, it's right downtown. It's open late, like 3:30, 4 in the morning, after some of the cabaret bars close out. And there was one famous one in particular called the Palace. And when that place would pour out at 3:30 in the morning, man, look out. Everyone would head to Pizza Corner. And you get to the intersection, and it's pizza joint, pizza joint, pizza joint, church. And I didn't, when I first moved to Halifax, I didn't understand why. Like, what's the deal? Why would you have 75% pizza joints and then one place where, and then I figured it out. The first time I got drunk in Halifax, I ended up, of course, at Pizza Corner, as you do. And there's a cement wall, a little retainer wall in front of the church. And you go to the Pizza Corner, and it's 21-inch pizzas. You got to understand, like, basically they're cooking up winter tire-sized pizzas. And then they just cut them into 4 pieces. And that's what they serve. And they have this one, at the time, they had this one pizza. They called it the Bubba Slice. And it starts off as a donair pizza. It starts off as donair pizza. But then it starts off as barbecue chicken pizza. That's right, that's what it was. And you'd get like half of the tire or a quarter tire slice of pizza. And it was barbecue chicken and bullseye barbecue sauce. That was the pizza sauce on this thing. And then they would shave donair meat and put that on top with tomatoes and onions and donair sauce, which is a religion in itself in Halifax. And then they'd send you merrily off into the night. So now you got this slice of pizza that's about 7 inches thick, and you've been drinking all night, so this is the best decision you've made. And now you're sitting there on this retaining wall in front of the church, and you're tucking into this beautiful slice of heaven with your best friend or someone you just met who's now your best friend, and you're immediately is something I've been wanting to tell you for a long time, but if you want to do this again tomorrow, I'll be here. If that's what I'm gonna have this slice now, and then you take a bite, and that first bite is just absolutely amazing, and it's just like it's this warm little tickle of sweet and spicy and pizza and bread and all of that, and then it touches your stomach, and then your stomach goes, nope. You're out of here. And that's why the church is there, because you're oh, God. And it's all like there are still chalk lines in front of the church of people who didn't make it out alive from Pizza Corner. And that was where I got my start. That's how I would busk on the streets of Halifax. And so this song doesn't necessarily sing about that particular chapter. That was violent enough. But This is a tune called Citadel Hill. Goes like this. Hop on the 80, coming from Fairview. Your father's mustache was 6 stops away. That was the name of a bar. I'd serenade the dishes, scrubbing my fingers till I hung up my apron and they held back my pay. Those Percy Street apartments, and rent day was coming. Could use a Hail Mary to drum up a dime. So I dust off the 6th string and head out to Prince Street, busking for French fries in the key of John Prine. Noontime cannon echoes across the harbor. Time marches on, my memory stands still. Through the fog and confusion of a city in motion, the sun's climbing over that Citadel Hill. Neckties and pinstripes are out on the lunch break. They're tossing out change for a song they all know. Oh, and if I was lucky, I'd hit pay dirt by Friday and about 30 more days in a town I call home. Noontime cannon echoes across the harbor. Time marches on, my memory stands still. Through the fog and confusion of a city in motion, the sun's climbing over that Citadel Hill. Long after midnight, when they close out the palace, the people they gather at the foot of the hill. Flag down a taxi, feeling wretched and wrinkled. Promised to call, but they never will. Oh, if I had $1 for every brown-eyed girl and gambler, all 27 verses of American Pie, well, I'd take up my winnings and build me a mansion to sing out my days from that city hillside. Noontime cannon echoes across the harbor. Time marches on, my memory stands still. Through the fog and confusion of the city in motion, the sun's climbing over that Citadel Hill. The sun's climbing over that Citadel Hill. Hey, thank you very much. Long live the Bubba Slice. Well, for those watching at home far and wide, thank you very much for tuning into the stream tonight. I do appreciate it. It's nice to be back out on the road after such a long time sitting at home. And you know, this is to be able to get out and share some stories and some songs. It just feels good for the soul. And I think to be able to embrace a bit of technology these days that we can spread the word a little bit is a wonderful thing. So big thanks to the showroom for having the forethought to set all this up. This tune is about what it's like being on the road for me. It's when I'm on tour. I'm on tour this time for about 3 weeks, And like I said, I live in Halifax, and I have a wife and I have a son back home, a 14-year-old. And you know, it's just the three of us there, and we have some lovely family around. But when I go out on the road, I get really fixated on those last couple of days of looking to get home, back to the family. I also do all the cooking when I'm home, and so cereal sales in Halifax spike for the time that I'm gone. Kellogg needs to be sending me a royalty payment. But I love to cook, but when I'm on the road, it's those last couple of days when it's this duality of, as a touring musician, I get this itch where it's like, this is the thing, this is my purpose, this is what I'm driven to do in my heart and my soul, this is why my atoms have come together in the way that they have, that allow me to be in this universe, to sing in the first place. And then, hallelujah. And then that gets old pretty fast, and I want to go home. It's weird. It's like being a Gemini as a touring musician. And so those last couple of days, I get really fixated, because usually they're travel days, and it's all about just sitting on a plane and twiddling your thumbs and wondering, am I 35,000? Am I 34,000 feet up? I can't remember. And so this is a little tune that I wrote a while back called 2 Days of Highway. It's 2 days of highway between us, and there's only one thing on my mind. Come Monday, I'll meet you in Memphis. We'll leave all those troubles behind, out there on that endless white line. 2 days of highway till I long nights, tail lights, till the noonday sun breaks through. Yes, I'm 2 days of highway to you. I hope these old tires keep on turning, and that crack in the windshield don't grow. It ain't just the gas I've been burning, it ain't just the road that takes its toll. Yes, I'm 2 days away from my home. 2 days of highway till I lay my bones next to you. Long nights and tail lights till the sun breaks through. Well, I'm 2 days of highway to you. Every radio station I find seems to fade in and out, never lasting too long. Well, I'm turning that dial every 10 miles. They're always playing our song. I picture you singing along. 2 days highway till I lay my bones next to you. Long nights chasing tail lights till the noonday sun breaks through. Well, I'm 2 days of highway to you. Yes, I'm 2 days of highway to you. Hey, thank you very much. Cheers, I appreciate that. So I had a really, not that this had a direct impact on me. This isn't my story that I'm telling, but I'm telling it through someone else's eyes, although it was It was a bit of a brief experience. But on the trip out, when did I get here? Yesterday, midnight. I got here midnight yesterday. I said that twice because I'm still jet lagged. Right now it's just gone midnight in Halifax, and but I was on a connecting flight out of Montreal yesterday, and I got to the gate, and it was already delayed getting out of Montreal. And when I got there, it's a bit of a tragic scene, and I don't actually know what the outcome was, but I got there and there was this elderly woman who was sitting at the gate, and she was kind of sprawled over 3 of those chairs that they have there at the gate, kind of trying to lay down and get a bit of rest. And I could see that she was quite frail and really worn out from the travel. And she was there with her son, who was a senior himself. And I had overheard him mention to the attendants at the gate that his mother was in her 90s, and they had flown from India to Canada, and I'm not entirely sure. Well, they were meant to be on the Montreal to Vancouver flight yesterday, and it was a sad state of affairs, because you could see that they were really trying to get. I don't know if they lived out this way or they were trying to get to family or what, but in the end the paramedics had to come to the gate, and they had to put the mother on a stretcher and take her to the hospital, because she was so tired and so faint and frail although she was breathing, they couldn't get a heart rate, or they couldn't get a blood pressure when they were trying to assess whether she was healthy enough to get on the flight. And it was sad, because there's not a whole lot of privacy in airports when stuff like that happens. And so the son was very diligent in keeping his composure, but you could see that he was concerned for his mother. And there's a part of it that got me thinking about it, because this man was well into his late 50s or even early 60s, and there he was looking after his mother, trying to get her to her destination. And in one way or another, he might have actually succeeded. I don't know how the rest of that story goes, but it got me thinking that each one of us who walks through life, we're at the end of the day, I think we're all looking for a bit of a promotion, and that's how I look at it. So I'd like to sing this song and keep that family in the back of my mind. And this is called "I Hope I Get to Heaven." I hope I get to heaven, though I haven't earned the right. Searching for forgiveness, it ain't easy to find. Peter grabs a coffee and heads out on a break. Peter isn't looking, I could slip in through the gate, singing this song won't save my soul, but the choir keeps on preaching. My sins would be atoned. I could climb a mountain and look out from the peak, see the angels flying higher than I could ever reach, singing this song won't save my soul. The choir keeps on preaching. My sins could be atoned. Guess I'll wait for judgment on my dying day. The sentence that I'm handed, I'll gladly pay. Singing their song won't save my soul. Choir keeps on preaching. My sins will be atoned, singing their song hasn't saved my soul. The choir keeps on preaching. My sins have been atoned. Welcome home. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Thank you, Universe. I'm going to do one more tune here, and then I'm going to take a little break, but I do have some CDs available. And you can also find me online. You can find me in most places, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Kijiji, Auto Trader, Hug a Canuck. There's a whole bunch of them that I've got profiles on. But you can also go to charlieacourt.com if you want to find out where I'm playing next. And this is a tune off of a record I put out in 2012. The album is called Triumph and Disaster, which is a lift from a Rudyard Kipling poem, the poem If. And I'll get more into that in the next set. But this is a tune that I wrote after sitting down with the great Ron Hines many years ago. He was putting on a songwriter's master class, and he had mentioned something about talking about how as travelers and troubadours, we tend to it's like always this flash, this lightning, this flash in the pan type of experience of you meet people and they imprint themselves on you, and just as fast as they come into your life, you're gone again. The whole two ships passing the night type of thing. And it got me thinking about this experience I had once, and this person had come into my life, had sort of stamped it, and then like a page in the passport book, and then off they went. And this is called July Josephine. And the time when you and I, we went out dancing in the rain. And then I thought I'd die laughing, child. Funniest thing I'd ever seen. So you looked up at the stars and wondered how far it was to your dreams. It's never as far as it may
long as you believe. Shine your light and you might find the flame burns brighter than the fire. Oh, July, Josephine, you have taken the best of me. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to dry. She said, let's see the world. You be the boy and I will be the girl. You be my rock, I'll be your pearl. Yeah, let's fall in love. And in the morning when you wake, you can pray the heavens not to take our lives. The fight's worth more than the prize, so don't hang up your gloves. And all these things you said to me are just a distant memory. Oh, July, Josephine, you have taken the best of me. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to ride these ragged dreams all the way to New Orleans and back. They've all been falling off the track. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Oh, July, Josephine, you have taken the best of me. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to dry. Josephine, I would give most anything. I hope that in time your heart will find its way back home tonight. Josephine, yeah. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a little break. We'll come back with another set. Thanks, gang.
Oh, a little mockingbird sitting on a got a lot on your mind these days. Every song you sing, it's like preaching to the choir. They disregard every word you say. So go and don't you look back. Don't you know I'm gonna cut you some slack? You get $1 in the jar and tip of the hat. Oh, little redbird flitting through the trees, I could swear you've been following me. I know what they say about that. Down the road, the skies are looking black. I know I got trouble up ahead. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Won't you fly? When it's time to take away. Oh, little sparrow on the edge of your nest, you got the weight of the world on your wings. All the other birds just stop and left, and you're all alone. It's a harrowing thing just to go, not knowing how you'll do. But you were born to see this through. Up and away, Godspeed to you. Oh, little robin, you don't mind the rain. Doesn't ruffle your feathers and doesn't rattle your brain. Because you know its bark is worse than its bite. Just a little bit of nose flash of light. You're gonna eat your fill tonight. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Oh, won't you fly? When it's time to take away. Jonesing for a fight. I could hear rockets from a mile away. Lordy, Lordy, how the feathers fly. Did he rile you up? Did he ruin your day? Don't you know life's too short for that? Every roll with the punches is a feather in your cap. Besides the song of an idle bird always falls flat. That you stole from me, you know how the glitters and gold. Don't you go believing lies you've been sold. All you got there is a pocket full of change. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Won't you fly? Take away. Thank you.
Ask any girl from the parish around what pleases her most from her head to her toes. She'll say, I'm not sure that it's business of yours, but I do like to waltz with the long drive, for he goes burning down dance with the doctors and merchants and lawyers. Their manners are fine, but their feet are of clay. For there's none with the style of my log driver. For he goes burning down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly as burning down and down white water. Log drivers waltz pleases girls completely. Now I've had my chances with all sorts of men, but none is so fine as my lad on the river. So when the drive's over, if he asks me again, I think I will marry my log driver. For he goes burning down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly as burning down and down white water. The log driver's girls, for he goes burning down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly as burning down and down white water. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Thank you.
This one is called Zemlya, and it's the first track that we've ever released. We have it available on our website if you'd like to check it out for free. And it blends all our native languages: Polish, Ukrainian, Russian, and English. And it translates to soil.
Земля, земля, жена, 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 земля, земля, жена, 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 земля, земля, жена, 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 земля, земля, жена, жена, земля, земля, жена, 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 земля, земля. Ты горида, мое пламя, мое пламя горячее. 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 Ты горида, мое пламя, мое пламя горячее.
J'ai hâte de ces voyages à faire ma paix, rejoindre rien que vous,
It's really lovely. I do appreciate the fact that you guys made a choice to be here this evening. And it's really lovely to be able to bring these songs along with me and sing them for you. So thank you very much for making that choice.
I was dreaming, I was holding you close. Ooh, last night we were listening to Otis singing these arms of mine. Sometimes, Lord, I find I lose control. I don't know if what I feel is right, but I ain't letting go. That's all I want. That's all I need. Yeah, all I am. All I want is for you to be all I need. Have you ever slept naked under satin sheets? Have you ever said hello to somebody you thought you never meet? Sometimes, Lord, you might find when you come undone. That's the time you should be here with me. I will be the one
Hey, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that.
I don't care what it is you did. Just come home tonight. And we can talk all about it in the morning and try to set things right. Isn't life all about making mistakes if we learn not to make them twice? Yes, I guess my lesson learned is not to compromise. What do you mean when you say you need a change of scene? I like the one you're in. What do you mean when you say it's been fun? Well, I gotta run. Headline reads, hearts will bleed when the truth unfolds. Paper lies and in disguises, will we ever know? What do you mean when you say you need a change of scene? Unlike the one you're in. What do you mean when you say it's been fun? Well, I gotta And if you want, you can pretend to be somebody else to help you see. By hurting me, you only hurt yourself. What do you mean when you say you need a change of scene? Unlike the one you're in. What do you mean when you say it's been fun? But I gotta run. What do you mean when you say you need a change of scene? Unlike the one you're in. What do you mean when you say it's been fun? Oh, well, I gotta run. What do you mean when you say you need a change of scene? Unlike the one you're in. What do you mean when you say it's been fun? Well, I gotta run.
Cheers. Thanks, gang. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll sing you another new tune off the record, San Pallarino. I'll sing a couple of them in here now. And this tune is a song that I wrote sort of in the mindset of if I looked at my life from the 30,000-foot view in its totality and trajectory. I have a start, a middle, and a finish. There's, I think, kind of a throwback to that earlier song I sang, I Hope I Get to Heaven. This is a tune that I wrote called Towards the Sky. I was raised up in the mountains where my family built a homestead. I could grow and play among the trees, but my youth did not come easy, so I moved down to the city in search of all the things that I could be. I've been down and I've been high, in between is where I lie, climbing up and falling down the other side. And pay no mind to where I roam, for my heart is still my own. I will try to turn my head towards the sky. On a cold day in November, hand in hand we stood together, made a vow after all still remains. But our dreams did not come easy. Through the years I still believe you are the peace to all that is my pain. I've been down and I've been high, in between is where I lie, climbing up and falling down the other side. And pay no mind to where I roam, for my heart is still my own. I will try to turn my head towards the sky. How much further can I go before I'm finally forced to find my way back home? Grateful for the time we had, but now I fear the path I walk alone. There's a little patch of grass up there on the mountain, somewhere safe, where I can see the stars. Though my rest did not come easy, in your heart you hold my memory. So I'm not gone, I'm just a little far. I've been down and I've been high, in between is where I lie, climbing up and falling down the other side. Ain't no mind to where I roam, for my heart will know its home. And I will try to turn my head towards the sky. Yes, I will try to turn my head towards the sky. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This next tune is the title track. This is called San Pallarino. I co-wrote this with a wonderful human being from back home. You might know of Matt Anderson. And yeah, he's force of nature, that fella. And we've been friends for a long, long time. And I had been going through this. I'd been going through a bit of a phase where I didn't want to touch a guitar. I didn't want to sing a note. Matter of fact, I wanted to take kerosene to it all, and walk away from it. And when I was feeling like that, I could feel like this shift in my mindset of what if I was just in like this desert, like not maybe desert, but like some sort of border town, whereas nobody knows who the hell I am, and more so, neither do they care. And so I came up with this place in my mind called San Pellegrino. And so I took that idea to Matt, and it was a snowy day in January, and he said, "Yeah, come on down. Let's work it out." And so we kind of like a tumbler in the a rock in the tumbler. This is what came out of it. This is called San Pellegrino.
There's a place I know far from here I like to go to disappear when it all comes crashing down. San Pellegrino, where nobody cares who you are and no one dares push too far. There's a loneliness in this town, San Pellegrino. I'll be leaving town without saying a word. Across the borderline, no plans to return. I'm not the only one on this train. Stop and pick up heartache along the way. Unpack my bags and step outside. Nameless faces pass me by. It's a quiet place to hide away, San Pellegrino. Maybe someday I'll turn the page. Maybe learn to love myself again. Until that time comes around and I know that I'll be homeward bound. You'll always be a friend of mine, San Pellegrino. I know it's only in my mind, San Pellegrino.
Hey, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. So in Halifax, well, Nova Scotia actually had a bit of a long-standing reputation for having some really great dance halls, and there's still there's one famous or infamous one, depending on if you paid your tab or not, called the Shore Club, and that's still rocking these days. But in Halifax, back in the day. Today it's called the Olympic Gardens, and it's on Kennard Street in Halifax, and it's right smack dab next to Along and McQuaid. And back in the day, it was like the true form dance hall, and it was called the Dirty O. And that's how the locals referred to it. So when I found that out, I thought, okay, so you're telling me that there's this place called the Dirty O, and this was a place where we could all make a bunch of bad decisions together? Then I like it. Sign me up. And but I kind of missed out on those days. By the time I moved to Halifax, that era of the Dirty O had long gone. So I decided to sit down and invent a little story. Kind of romanticize and imagine what a night at the Dirty O might have looked like back in the day. It goes like this. This is called Dancing at the Dirty O.
Jump and jive, Jenny wants to drive a penny down the rock and roll record machine. It's Friday night and she's looking alright, and she wants to dance away with me. Wait till she meets my two left feet and a rhythm that is ready to go. Said you never know what'll happen down here when you're dancing at the Dirty O. Jimmy legit and his fist won't quit when he's got one thing on his mind. He's looking for the fella that called him Yeller. Figured he was way out of line. The band was jumping while Jimmy was thumping on that man from left to right. After they fought and the beer was bought, they was friends by the end of the night. Kissing in the corner with Jenny when she told me that her daddy was a county judge. I said, honey, ain't that funny? I bet he don't get that much. Well, it goes to show that everybody knows the Dirty O, it ain't no joke. 'Cause I watched his honor fall right off, drinking double rum and coke. Named Brody, they was looking for a little J. Blow off steam, if you know what I mean. And I thought that it was all okay. The police showed up right on time, and man, they wasn't messing around. One cop cuffed me while the other roughed me up and took us all downtown. We was caddy-shacking in the paddy wagon, heading on down the line. We all assumed that we were doomed, so we might as well have us a time. Sitting in the slammer and feeling hammered with a headache that just won't budge. Never guessed who walked right in, sure enough it was the county judge. Well, the judge said, son, now listen here, mister, 'cause I got a couple things to say. When the week is done and I want my fun, the Dirty O is where I play. You can keep your big mouth shut about anything you might have seen. I won't have to lock you up tonight, and you won't have to see me mean. Next Next time you come rolling through town and you're looking for a place to stay, bring your honey, your money, your alibi. Just remember what I have to say. 'Cause you could spend a week one night and never ever want to go. You never know what'll happen down here when you're dancing at the dirty old. Dancing at the dirty old. When you're dancing at the dirty old.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Well, I got a couple more tunes here for you. I'm going to do a little something that kind of brings the whole band together. Wasn't you? That was me. Caroline, don't you try and take me back. I said, Caroline, don't you try and take me back. You don't put me out. I know that's a natural fact. Caroline, Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. Well, I'm going to leave you with one last tune, but again, I want to send you off into the night with gratitude for either being here in person or tuning into the stream. And again, if you like what you heard tonight, if I've passed the audition, then please tell your friends. And maybe I'll see you online somewhere. Hop on one of the profiles, and I can let you know the next time I'm coming back out. If lonely night surrounds you, yeah, you're weighing down by gloom, Lord, you don't like what it feels like in your dark and dirty room. It'll be easier in the morning. It'll be easier in the day. Sun will shine on through your window. We got a line to lead the way. Looks like the bottle has run empty. Hey, your heart is torn and dry. Lord, you don't like what it feels like in your sad and lonely eyes. Looks like the hallway's never ending. Yeah, your legs, they feel like a leg. Lord, you don't like what it feels like in your white and lonely bed. It'll be easier in the morning. It'll be easier in the day. Sun will shine on through your window. We got a line to lead the way. Yeah. Looks like you got no one you can talk to. Yeah, your heart is torn and blue. Yeah, you're looking no direction. I guess these words might pull you through. It'll be easier in the morning. It'll be easier in the day. Sun will shine on through your window. We got a light to lead the way. It'll be easier in the morning. It'll be easier in the day. Yeah. Sun will shine on through your window. We got a line to lead the way. Oh, we got a line to lead the way. We got a line to lead the way. Oh, we got a line to lead the way. Thanks, gang, for coming out tonight. Love, peace, safe journeys.